Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is a crazy Thursday here, and I am just running on caffeine and pure soap opera adrenaline today. Let's just jump right into the absolute madness that is going on with our favorite messy families, because I have a lot of thoughts and I need to get them all out right now. And honestly, I don't even know where to begin because the drama on The Bold and the Beautiful right now is just off the charts. Like, we all knew the corporate war between Forrester Creations and Logan was going to get ugly. We knew that, but I don't think any of us expected it to get this dark, this fast. So let's talk about Eric Forrester, because Eric is the patriarch, right? He is the foundation of this entire show, and over the last few weeks, we have watched him just completely unravel. I mean, the man has been losing his grip on reality ever since Hope Logan Spencer defected to Katie's new fashion house. We all saw that live stream where Eric had a complete and total public meltdown. He was screaming at reporters, accusing Logan of stealing Forrester's thunder, and just acting completely unhinged. And then he went home and brutally fired Donna, his own wife, just for keeping Katie's secret. He humiliated her. He escorted her out of the building. And the anger just kept building and building inside of him. You could see it in his face. You could see it in the way he was breathing. And honestly, we should have seen this coming. We really should have. Because all of that rage, all of that toxic, boiling anger over the corporate betrayal, it finally broke him. Eric Forrester just suffered a massive stroke. Yeah, a stroke, driven entirely by his own fury over this fashion war. And it is just devastating to watch. The scenes at the hospital were so incredibly tense. You have Ridge pacing the halls, looking like he wants to punch a wall. You have Steffy crying, but also looking like she wants to murder someone. And then you have the rest of the family just in this state of absolute shock. It's scary. It really is. Eric is the heart of Forrester Creations, and seeing him hooked up to all those machines, fighting for his life just because he couldn't handle Hope leaving his company, it's a lot. But wait, it gets crazier. Because this is B&B, and nothing is ever just a simple medical tragedy. Oh no? Before the stroke, or maybe right as the anger was peaking, Eric made a legal move. A massive, game-changing legal move that has literally caused an earthquake in the Forrester family. Eric changed his will. And when the details of this new came out, I literally had to pause my screen and just stare at the wall for a minute. Because what Eric did is either the most brilliant, manipulative business move in the history of this show, or it is the desperate act of a man who is completely losing his mind. Eric changed his will to leave a massive portion of power at Forrester Creations directly to Hope. Yes, Hope Logan Spencer, the woman who just betrayed them. The woman who just launched Hope by Logan and tried to destroy Eric's haute couture comeback. Eric is giving her actual, legitimate executive power at Forrester Creations. He is giving her a piece of the empire. But, and this is the biggest but in the world, there is a condition. A massive, non-negotiable condition attached to this inheritance. Hope only gets the power, the money, and the control at Forrester Creations if she leaves Logan immediately. She has to drop Katie. She has to drop Bill. She has to walk away from the brand she literally just launched, turn her back on the Logans, and return to Forrester Creations. If she does that, she gets the keys to the kingdom. If she doesn't, she gets nothing. I mean, what? What was Eric thinking? Was he thinking, keep your friends close and your enemies closer? Or is this his twisted way of trying to save his legacy? He knows Hope is the future. He knows her designs with Deke Sharp are spectacular. We all saw the runway show. It was a massive hit. So maybe Eric realized that Forrester Creations actually needs Hope to survive. Or maybe, just maybe, this is his ultimate revenge against Katie and Bill. By dangling this massive carrot in front of Hope, he is actively trying to tear the Logan family apart from the inside. It is so toxic, it is so manipulative, and I kind of love it. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It makes for incredible television. But let's talk about Ridge and Steffy, because they are losing their absolute minds over this. And frankly, can you blame them? Steffy has been doing extreme damage control for weeks trying to save the company's image after Hope defected. Steffy hates Hope right now. She views Hope as a traitor, a liar, and a saboteur. And now she finds out that her grandfather, the man she idolizes, wants to hand over a chunk of their family legacy to the enemy. Steffy is seeing red, and Ridge is right there with her. Ridge is already on a warpath. He literally punched Bill Spencer in the face a few episodes ago. Ridge is completely unhinged right now, and finding out about this will has pushed him over the edge. So what are Ridge and Steffy doing? They are fighting dirty, really dirty. Ridge and Steffy are now trying everything in their power to prove that Eric is not mentally sound. They want to declare Eric incompetent. They are looking for doctors, lawyers, anyone who will sign a piece of paper saying that Eric Forrester was not in his right mind when he changed that will. They are willing to drag Eric's mental health through the mud, publicly, just to stop Hope from getting any power at Forrester Creations. And honestly, it's disgusting. Like, I get that they want to protect the company. I really do. But to turn on your own father, your own grandfather, while he is lying in a hospital bed recovering from a stroke. To try and strip him of his legal rights and declare him crazy. That is a new low, even for Ridge and Steffy. And let's be real, Ridge is a massive hypocrite. He runs around acting like he is the moral authority of Los Angeles, judging Will for getting into a fight with RJ, judging Hope for leaving the company, but then he turns around and plots to legally hijack his own father's legacy. Make it make sense, Ridge. Just make it make sense. But then we have to look at this from Hope's perspective. Oh, poor Hope. I actually feel so bad for her right now. Hope is stuck in the most impossible position imaginable. She is literally caught between two warring empires, and every single decision she makes is going to cause the downfall of a family. Think about it. Hope has been fighting for creative control for years. She was begging Steffy to relaunch Hope for the future. She was begging for respect, and Steffy kept shutting her down. Steffy kept pausing her line. Steffy treated her like an employee, not a partner. That is why Hope left. That is why she went to Katie and Bill. She wanted freedom. But now Eric is offering her everything she ever wanted. He isn't just offering her a fashion line. He is offering her executive power. Real, tangible power at the biggest fashion house in the world. If she takes this deal, she doesn't have to beg Steffy for anything ever again. She would be Steffy's equal. She could bring Hope for the future back on her own terms. It is the golden ticket. It is the ultimate prize. But the cost is so high. If she takes Eric's deal, she has to betray Katie. And Katie is the one who saved her. Katie is the one who believed in her, who funded her, who gave her a platform when Forrester threw her away. Katie and Bill built Hope by Logan from the ground up, and they did it in record time. They put their own reputations on the line for her. And Katie and Bill are not taking this lightly. They see Eric's will as a massive, deliberate insult. Bill Spencer is absolutely livid. Bill already hates Ridge, he already hates Eric, and he sees this as Eric trying to buy Hope back like she is some piece of property. Bill is a ruthless businessman, and he is not going to let Forrester Creations steal his star designer back without a fight. Katie is pressuring Hope so hard right now. She is laying on the guilt trip thick, and I don't blame Katie either. Katie is looking at Hope and saying, "We are your family. We are the Logans. We stood by you when they tossed you aside. You cannot go back to them." Katie and Bill are basically forcing Hope to refuse the inheritance. They are demanding that she show her loyalty to the Logan sisters and to the new empire they are building together. So Hope is just trapped. She is having panic attacks. We saw her literally collapse on the floor of the Logan Gallery a few weeks ago because the stress of Brooke disowning her was too much. Liam had to revive her. Her mental health is already in the garbage. And now she has to make a multi-million-dollar decision that will either destroy her relationship with Katie and Bill or force her to walk away from the ultimate power at Forrester Creations. Will she choose wealth and power, or will she choose loyalty to the Logan sisters? I mean, if I am Hope, I honestly don't know what I would do. On one hand, Forrester Creations is her home. It's where she grew up. It's where HFTF belongs, and having power there. That is a dream come true, but on the other hand, how can you trust Ridge and Steffy? Even if Hope takes the deal and gets the power, Ridge and Steffy are going to make her life a living hell. They are already trying to declare Eric incompetent. If Hope walks into that building as an executive, Steffy is going to fight her every single day. It will be a bloodbath in the boardroom. And what about Brooke? Where is Brooke in all of this? Brooke has been away on a wellness retreat, completely unaware of half the chaos happening, but Brooke hates Katie right now. Brooke literally smashed a monitor in Katie's office because she was so mad about Hope leaving Forrester. So you know Brooke is going to push Hope to take Eric's deal. Brooke wants Hope back at Forrester. Brooke wants Katie to lose. Brooke will probably look at Eric's will and say, "See, Hope. Eric loves you. He wants you back. Take the power." Brooke is going to use this to drive an even bigger wedge between Hope and Katie. The Logan sisters are going to be completely destroyed by this. And let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here. This whole storyline is just a masterclass in how toxic these families are. Look at the collateral damage. Zende Forrester Domings is probably having a breakdown right now. Zende thought he was finally getting his moment to shine. Ridge promoted him to lead designer of HFTF after Hope left. Zende was thrilled, but now, if Hope comes back with executive power, Zende is going to get pushed right back into the shadows. He is going to lose everything again. It is so unfair to him. And what about Will and Elektra? Their relationship just blew up because of all these corporate secrets. Will was hiding Logan's secrets. He got into a violent fight with RJ, and Elektra dumped him. Will is spiraling into a drunken depression. The younger generation is literally being destroyed by the wars of the older generation. It's a cycle of trauma that just never ends on the show. And then there is Donna. Poor, sweet Donna. Eric fired her and humiliated her right before he had his stroke. Imagine the guilt she is feeling right now. Imagine the pain. Her husband is in a hospital bed. He just had a stroke, and their last interaction was him kicking her out of the company and freezing her out of their marriage. Will Eric even remember why he was mad at her when he wakes up? Will he forgive her, or will this stroke just make him even more bitter and angry? Honestly, the writers are giving us everything right now. The drama is so thick you could cut it with a knife. But I am genuinely worried about Hope. She is too fragile for this. She is not a ruthless corporate shark like Bill or Steffy. She leads with her heart. And right now, her heart is being pulled in a million different directions. If she chooses the money and the power at Forrester, she proves Steffy right. She proves that she is opportunistic and willing to betray the people who helped her. But if she chooses loyalty to Logan, she walks away from a legacy that she helped build. She walks away from Eric's dying wish, basically. I keep second-guessing myself on what she should do. Maybe she should just take the power and fire Steffy. Okay, that would be hilarious, but it would never happen. But seriously, imagine Hope sitting in the CEO chair telling Steffy what to do. The fans on social media would absolutely lose their minds. Half of Twitter would be cheering, and the other half would be rioting. It would be the greatest soap opera moment of the decade. But we all know Katie won't let her go easily. Katie has a contract with Hope. Can Hope even legally leave Logan right now? Katie and Bill might sue her for breach of contract if she tries to take Eric's deal. So we might be looking at a massive legal battle on two fronts. Ridge and Steffy suing to declare Eric incompetent, and Bill and Katie suing Hope to keep her at Logan. It is going to be lawyers, judges, and courtroom drama for the next 6 months. I can already feel it. I just hope Liam is actually supporting her through this and not just using it to push his own agenda. Liam has been trying to get Hope away from Forrester for a while, so he is probably Team Logan all the way. But Hope needs someone who is actually listening to her, not just telling her what to do. So, what do you guys think? I am honestly exhausted just talking about it. This show is wild right now. Is Eric crazy for changing his will, or is he a genius? Are Ridge and Steffy evil for trying to declare him incompetent, or are they just protecting their family? And what should Hope do? Should she take the power and the wealth at Forrester Creations, or should she stay loyal to Katie, Bill, and the Logan brand? Let me know in the comments below, because I need to know I am not the only one obsessing over this. Alright, I am going to go refill my coffee and try to calm down before tomorrow's episode. I will see you guys next time with more updates. Stay messy. B&B fans.